Welcome to PCE UI Module B, Day 6. The first word of the day is author. Author is a person whose job is to write stories. Since it's a job, it's a countable noun. How many syllables are an author? 2. Stress on the first. Author. He's a very successful author. Second word of the day is century. Century is 100 years. It's a noun. How many syllables in century? 3. Stress on the first. Century. Several centuries ago, the world was very different. Third word of the day is inquiry. It's a formal question, countable noun. How many syllables are in inquiry? There are 3. Stress on the first. Inquiry. We receive some inquiries about our process. Next word is inquire, which is to ask a question. Again, formal. This is a verb. How many syllables are in inquire? 3. Stress on the second. Inquire. We have a student inquiring about the schedule. Fourth word of the day is nowhere. Nowhere means not at any place. It's a locational adverb. How many syllables are in nowhere? 2. Stress on the first. Nowhere. I have nowhere else to go. Fifth word is owe. Owe is you need to give somebody back money, or you need to give somebody a favor because they did you a favor. It's a verb. How many syllables are in owe? Just 1. Owe. How much do I owe you? So you see here, we don't need to say money. How much do I owe you? It's understood that this means money. Sixth word, bear. Bear means to deal with something. It's the verb. How many syllables are in bear? Just 1. Bear. I'm sorry for the delay. Please bear with me. Then we have bearable. Bearable means you are able to deal with something. It's an adjective. How many syllables are in bearable? 3. Stress on the first. Bearable. It hurts, but it's bearable. And then the opposite of bearable? Unbearable. So not able to deal with something. Still an adjective. How many syllables are in unbearable? 4. Stress on the second. Unbearable. I can't deal with him anymore. He's unbearable. Number 7 is error. Error is an accidental mistake. It's a countable noun. How many syllables are in error? 2. Stress on the first. Error. I found a massive error in the test. Number 8 is transfer. Transfer is to change from one to another. It's a verb. How many syllables are in transfer? 2. Stress on the first. Transfer. Please transfer the money as soon as possible. Then we have transference. Transference is the same thing. It's usually money, but it's a noun. How many syllables are in transference? 3. Stress on the first. Transference. The transference of power from the previous administration was smooth. Number 9 is alternative. Alternative is a different choice or possibility. It's a countable noun. How many syllables are in alternative? 4. Stress on the second. Alternative. Are there any alternatives? So then we also have alternatively, which we use to suggest another possibility. So it's similar to alternative, but alternatively, again, is usually used for a suggestion, and it's an adverb. How many syllables are in alternatively? There are 5. Stress on the second. Alternatively. We could go to the Indian restaurant, or alternatively, we could try the new Italian place. Lastly, we have alternate. Alternate means to change back and forth from A to B. This is a verb. How many syllables are in alternate? 3. Stress on the first. Alternate. Her mood often alternates between happy and depressed. Number 10, tremendous. Tremendous is a lot or very big. It's an adjective. How many syllables are in tremendous? 3. Stresses on the second. Tremendous. The movie was a tremendous success. We also have tremendously. Same meaning, but it's an adverb. How many syllables? Tremendously. 4, stresses on the second, tremendously. I enjoyed your performance tremendously. For number 11, we have according to. According to, we use it to report what somebody said. So this is a chunk. How many syllables are in according? 3 syllables in according, 1 for 2. So according to. According to our records, you owe us $130. Number 12 is investigate. Investigate means to try to find out what went wrong, and it's official. So this is a bit of a formal word. It's a verb. How many syllables are in investigate? 4, stresses in the second, investigate. We need to investigate what went wrong. Then we have investigation. Investigation is the same meaning, but this is a countable noun. How many syllables are in investigation? 5, stress on the fourth. Investigation. The police investigation is still going on. Last one, investigator. Investigator is somebody whose job is to investigate, usually for something illegal. So it's like a special police officer. Since it's a job, it's a countable noun. It has 5 syllables, stress in the second. Investigator. The investigator looked at him doubtfully. Sentence number 1. This is a tremendous alternative. This is a tremendous alternative. Sentence 2. The investigator made an error, but it was irrelevant. The investigator made an error, but it was irrelevant. Sentence number 3. The author transferred the draft to me. The author transferred the draft to me. All right, good job on completing day 6.